What's up, guys? So we're back sitting in the garage and trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to start with this motor. Best way I could think of is just to go ahead and make a list of things that I'm going to need. I know I picked some stuff up already, but I'd like to write some of this stuff down. It gets hard to remember after a certain point in time when you start realizing you got a million different things going through your head at once. So let's get this list started, and if you guys have any suggestions on things I should buy for the car, please leave a comment down below and just let me know. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and I made a little list just of things that I have, things that I need to get, just little stupid things. Throttle return spring, I mean, we come over here, sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. So just stupid little things. Radiator cap, connect the radiator hose. I'm gonna get some new fuel line because this stuff is, at first I thought it was gonna be okay, but I mean, it's like rock hard. And so I'm gonna replace all the fuel lines from the tank up to here. I got to get a pre-filter. I have a post filter already that goes up here by the carb. I have a new one of these. Hopefully the fuel pressure regulator is still good. If not, I'll have to order one of those. If the fuel pump isn't good when I put a battery in here, I clean the trunk out, got a little fuel pump right there. I'll go to AutoZone, I'll buy a Holley Mighty Mite or something like that, and they're like 50 bucks, not a big deal. Other than that, I still got to drain the fuel, but when I do the fuel lines, I'm just going to do that. I'll probably put a battery in it when I disconnect the fuel line, turn the key over, and that'll be whether I know if the pump works or not, because I'm going to pump it out into a barrel that I got. And yeah, so we're about to head up to the auto parts store and start buying some more stuff, and then when we get back, I'll probably change the oil, plugs, and get started on the fuel. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Well, we're back at AutoZone again, and we got some parts to buy. I'm gonna pick up some fuel hose, and then I found out I grabbed the wrong size fuel filter for the one up by the carb. Other than that, I got a little list of things that I'm gonna get while I'm in there. Hose clamps, throttle return spring, radiator cap, and 7 foot of 3/8 hose line, or 3/8 fuel line. And then when we get back, we'll start tearing into the motor and get it ready for the first fire up. So we'll see you inside. All right, guys, so we're back from the parts store, and we picked up a couple little things. First thing being radiator cap, some fuel hose. All that old hose is dry rotted, so I'm gonna try and fix that up. Filter before the fuel pump, the right size filter for up by the carb, bunch of hose clamps for the fuel line, and a throttle return spring. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and start time-lapsing. I think I'm going to go ahead and start changing the plugs on it, and then do some change the oil as well, and get started. If I have enough time today, I'll also do the I'll drain the tank and try and redo the fuel lines as well. So let's hop to it. Well, we ran into a little bit of technical difficulties. I bought the wrong spark plugs. I was unsure of the year of this motor, and it's very apparent that it is not a 79 because I just threw a number out there because I have no clue what year this motor is. Can't find any markings on the block to indicate what year it is, so I'm just going to take one of the spark plugs I just pulled out and go back up to the parts store and get the right part. So again, off to the parts store we go, and we'll see you when we get back. All right, guys, so we're back. We got the right spark plugs this time, and we're going to continue this time lapse. Enjoy. Alright, well, we got the spark plugs in. We're going to go ahead and start messing with this fuel line a little bit, and I'm going to replace from the fuel pressure regulator up to the carburetor, and this one little piece of hose that goes from the hard line up to the fuel pressure regulator. And then after that, I may or may not drain the tank today. I'm not 100% sure if I want to get into all that right now. If I decide not to do it, I'll probably change the oil in it, and then that'll probably be it for this video. So let's get started. And the finishing touch, radiator cap. And that's going to pose to be an issue. There is a little fine piece of metal right here that is inhibiting me from putting this cap on, so we're going to get rid of that real quick. So, changed plugs, fixed a little bit of the fuel system, got the radiator mounted and the hoses all mounted up. Still got to do the oil, got to do the fuel system, the rest of the fuel system. Get a battery for it and fill it full of water. I think we might be ready to fire it then, but until then, you'll have to wait until next time. So, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you when I make another video, I guess. Have fun.